Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Totem Guardian Oracle deck reading today. So, I love this deck. This is a new deck. I just recently got it and I love it. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw the bear and the girl. It just reminded me of protection and love and um, unity. The animal life with the human life. So this is the deck or the guidebook. It's not a very big guidebook. It is nice. It's a nice guidebook. It does have pictures. It has the words. And it gives a meaning. I always tell people to use the guidebook. The guidebook is there for you to use in case you don't know the cards. So there's nothing wrong with using a guidebook. Some people are like, "Oh, if you use a guidebook, then they don't know what they're doing." And no, that's not true. Guidebooks just help you. That's why the person took the time to create it, right? They don't expect you to be a mind reader and know what their cards mean, right? So the guidebook can give you a different insight, of what the meaning of the card is meant to be, right? So let's take a look. We have three cards. Oh, there's a third card that fell out. Okay, so let's take a look at our piles. So we have three piles, three cards, not piles, but three cards. So I'll give you a minute to look at your card. Let me correct my camera here. It looks like it's a little bit crooked. Okay, I'll give you a minute to, not a minute, but a couple seconds to pick your card and see which one pulls to you. I love the seashells on the card. I think they're so pretty. Such detail. Okay, so card one, we have snake, divine timing. Okay, so looking at this card, right away, instantly, I think of the year of 2025. It was the year of the snake, and we had this a lot of this like battle of the heart kind of energy going on here, right? We've had a lot of things that came out that was hidden all around the world that just exposed people and just a lot of this like heart energy going on here, this like venting and anger and just a lot of expel. I want to say the word expel, like it just expelling a bunch of stuff. You might have had things within your family that came forward. You might have had truths about situations that was foreseen. You might have had people that you thought were friends. Maybe, you cut cords with them. Um, you might have had situations play out in a different way than what you expected. You might have trusted somebody and they turned out to be a snake and bite you. Like, I feel like for some of you, you might have had this two-face situation. And just to confirm that, this is my son's diabetic monitor. And look, 222. So, yeah, so exactly. So, like, I feel like this is definitely like a shedding. Okay. And I feel like for pile one, your heart has went through of a lot of stuff and you've got these like two sides that are like they're they're joining together, like see how they're together, like the universe is like pulling them together. So in a way, your heart is expanding. See all this around here, like this is coming out of the heart is expanding, the energy is expanding out around here, right? The heart is making a choice to move outside of this battle within these two, one snake encounters, right? So it's like a two-headed snake. A two-headed snake is something that it doesn't happen very often. So this energy, once it's purged, this energy should not come back around again for a long time. This is a big purge that like the whole world is going through. And it's like a double-sworded knife, right? It's just not, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, this energy is just very persistent. And it's persistent because the snake is all about shedding everything that does not serve you. So things are working out in divine timing, and things are working together. The universe is bringing things together, right? So things are working together in divine timing. You got this yin yang energy going on here, right? And so things are working out in a way that is going to help you to move forward in the direction that you want to move to. Okay, divine timing is coming in to help you, to help assist you in. Oh, there's another confirmation. Okay, so sorry about that. Lots of confirmations with this, Pal one, for divine timing. So yeah, just be patient and trust that everything is working out the way it's meant to be and everything is coming together. Just keep having the faith, keep working on your heart space, keep growing it even though it's hard. There's some if you work with energy here, you might have some heart pains coming in, some pain in the heart, energy coming in, and that could just be your heart opening up more and expanding and forgiving and things like that. So definitely get your heart checked if it doesn't feel right. But I know for a lot of people, they're spiritually, energetically feeling this energy. So with the heart, they're feeling the heart like the energy within their energy space, like what they call phantom energetic pains. So definitely keep keep doing what you're doing, keep moving forward, trust that the year of the snake is ending, and now we're going into the horse, which is a faster pace energy. So divine timing is going to speed up because the year of the horse is all about momentum, and it's about shedding what no longer serves so that you can move into what does. So you're going to have this divine timing coming in, hopefully in a faster energy than what this snake energy was. All right, two. If you pick two, yours is Comet Moth Shadow Work. So this one here is all about taking the time to do your shadow work, right? Some people may not want to do the work. This is a choice that each person has to make. You can choose to do the work or you can choose not to do the work. You cannot do the work for somebody else. They have to do the work for themselves. Okay, so with this reading here, this for card two, you're being guided to do your shadow work. The more work that you do on yourself, the more you're going to raise your frequencies, learn more, be able to handle more, be able to understand more, be able to show up for yourself better, be able to show up for others and situations better. The shadow work is not easy. It is definitely not for the what they call the meek. It takes a lot of work to do this. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of showing up and being determined. It takes a lot of determination to do shadow work because you got to look at yourself in ways that you may never have wanted to look at yourself, right? You have to look at others for who they truly are. You have to look at situations for who they truly are. You have to do the shadow work so that there's nothing that can be hidden within you. So that way, if nothing is hidden within you and you know who you are and you've done the work and you've healed and you've moved past situations, anything that comes at you, you're going to see the shadow. You're going to see the shadow in anything that comes at you. So if somebody comes at you and they hurt you, like you're going to be like, okay, that this is what's going on with this person, not my problem. I wish them well and send them on their way, right? But you're going to be able to see it. You're not going to internalize it. When somebody comes at you in a negative manner, for example, you're not going to be like, what's wrong with me? Why don't they love me? Why am I not lovable? What am I doing wrong with myself? Why am I such a terrible person? Why can't I ever just. You're not going to internalize what they're saying. Instead, once you do your shadow work, you're going to look at that person, you're going to look at those words, you're going to hear them differently. You're going to see that person for who they truly are. You're going to understand that their emotions has nothing to do with you. Their words have nothing to do with you. Their actions, nothing to do with you. And you're going to understand that they have unhealed traumas that have nothing to do with you, right? Or if they do have something to do with you, then they have chosen to hold on to those emotions when you chose to hold on to forgiveness, right? They can't say they love and hate at the same time because there's that fine line of, well, what emotion are you sending me today? If you love me but hate me, then what am I getting from you today, right? So the shadow work is going to show you what you need to do in the situation, right? What you need to do for yourself in the situation, what you need to do to help the person that you care about in the situation, right? Or it's going to show you what situations to stay away from, right? You might wake up like your third eye or your inner guidance or your divine guidance, intuition. It might help you see with better discernment that, oh, this situation is not for me, or there's a lot of shadows. Those people have a lot of shadows, and they're projecting that, and I don't want no parts in that. And it'll help you to give discernment on where it is that you need to go. And when you have discernment, and you have a lot of discernment, and you're really good at things, that really shows that you have faced yourself in the mirror and you've done the work that you need to do. And looking at card 3, you have Bumble Sheep Wonder. So this card here is all about well, first off, bees are really important, right? There's also this understanding of what does life what does life create that we don't even understand, right? So there's a lot of um, seeing outside the box, right? Allow yourself to wonder about things. Allow yourself to see things for what they truly are. Like this is a bumblebee sheep, right? So is it something that was man made? Is this something that was made by the creator? Like, what's its purpose, right? Allow yourself to question things, right? This card is all about you stepping into your authenticity, right? This is about you stepping into your mind, right? Into your mind and into your heart space, right? Don't be afraid to ask questions. For the longest time, people were not allowed to ask questions. They were killed for asking questions, right? And many years ago, people were badly abused in ways for questioning authority or for questioning anything, right? Their rights, their voice, everything was taken from them. Fear was put into them to control them, and none of us on this earth, none of us are here to live in fear and be controlled. I mean, we are all born as a baby, and from a baby, fear is taught, right? Fear is programmed in us. And we have a right to be um to be our own person, and in order to grow into that own person, we often have to wonder about things. We got to ask questions, right? So now in the world that we are in now, there's so many resources to finding answers to questions that you have, right? So your card is telling you that it is okay to wonder about things. It is okay to embrace that energy of questioning things, right? Don't just take things for face value. Don't just believe everything that you're told. Don't believe everything that you see, right? Um, Seek a deeper understanding. Seek your own truth. Be aware that your truth may not be the same as somebody else's truth, right? So just understand that what you see, somebody else might see the exact same thing, but see it completely different. Let them have it. Let that be their truth. Just like, what you see is yours, okay? This isn't about competing against who's right, who's wrong. That's not what this is about. This is about answering your own inner questions, seeking your own inner guidance, asking your own questions, and then understanding what resonates within you, what feels right to you. Okay, your authenticity, your uniqueness, what validates your emotions and your feelings. Make sure you do the teachings within you that helps you understand your own questions. Okay. So instead of always seeking answers to questions from other people, do your own research, invest your own time into things, and share your findings with like-minded people. Be careful not to share your findings with people who don't want you to wonder, right? Some people, you might go at them and you might be like, listen, I think somebody took a sheep and painted it colors and put wings on it. I wonder if the farmer up the road is missing any sheep. And then the person that you told might be like, oh, what are you talking about? You're crazy. There's no such thing as that. I never saw that. I was just outside. I didn't see no bumblebee sheep. You're hallucinating. Maybe you should go to the doctor and get your mind checked. Right? But you know what you saw. Right? But before you can even tell them, wait, no, this is what I saw, this is what it looked like, this is where I saw it. Maybe, maybe it's a new creature. Maybe somebody's playing a joke on you. Like, who knows? But before you even get a chance to even express any of that, they're already shutting you down. They're already telling you no, 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 no. Right? So just be careful and mindful about who you share your information with too. Right? It's okay to wonder, it's okay to seek information. It's okay to question things, right? It's fun to question things because that's how you learn, right? That's how you make your own discernment, right? But just be mindful because you don't want it to turn into a battle, right? You don't want it to turn into something where you have to defend your own thoughts and things. You want to try to surround yourself with people that support you, that grow from your view, and then they can tell you their view, and then you can grow from their view, and you're open to each other's points of view. Those are the people that are really supportive when it comes to wondering and growing, okay? Much more supportive than somebody who only wants you to see what they want you to see and how they want you to see it. Okay, so definitely do your homework. This card is all about doing your homework, and it's all about don't be afraid to question things. Okay, what is that old sayings? Believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see. Right. So that's what goes here is you got to do your homework, and and follow your gut too. If something doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right. Okay, your gut is going to tell you. And the more you heal and the more you spend time with yourself and the more you understand yourself, the more you're going to understand your gut feeling, the more you're going to understand your intuition, the more you're going to understand your discernment, right? At one point in time, I didn't know anything about myself. And so I didn't if I felt a feeling, I thought it was the right feeling, and here it was the wrong feeling and it was trying to warn me about something, right? But I thought it was the right feeling, but it was the wrong thing, and it was because I was so out of balance and ungrounded and unhealed that I didn't know how to understand my own responses to things. So definitely take time to go inward. Whenever you're questioning and studying things, you might want to have discernment on who you tell things to and what you express things to and how you express those things. Okay, have discernment on your choices and things like that as well. On like what you verbally share and things like that, and but yeah, definitely question things because that's what your card is telling you to do. Your card is telling you that you are meant to wonder about these things. Don't just brush them off. If something's bothering you, if something keeps coming up and keeps coming up, then the universe wants you to dig into it a little bit deeper. Okay, I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, that is from our Totem Guardian Oracle cards. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.